EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And that is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press a little deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Cunningham looking to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Right 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Past the 20. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play. So a great play there, obviously, because of the loss. But you had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
This ball deep for Tony. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, guard everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Cunningham. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. On second down, here's Cunningham. And that one to the right side and incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A play fake, now Cunningham. This is Fant on the short completion, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To throw on second down, Cunningham under pressure, and he will go down. Sandbag at the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Richardson off the play fake. Rolling to his right. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Let's go now.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Open man right side is Tony. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll change things up.
Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Palmer going to go in motion left.
Trap 50. Trap 50. Ready.
Now Cunningham. That is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob. Go, Rig, go. Hey, check that, street.
In motion right is Tony. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. On first down, it's Cunningham. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Panther Street.
Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look...
Touchdown, Colts! Amon-Ra St. Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So left side, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Cunningham to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To the end zone has had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
70 Ranger. Viking 18. Ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Fights loose. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be back.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 5.
Check.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. To the right side, this is Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Play action. Now Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Richardson. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. They hand this off to Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Cunningham. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Cunningham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. That's completed right side to Palmer. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Go check. Go check.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. This is the tight end fan. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take this inside the 40. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Oh, some strong running, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cunningham looking to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Off play action. Cunningham. This ball deep for Tony. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kadarius Toney, 75 yards. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Najee Harris with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2.
Hey, smash Broncos!
They're going to run it with Harris. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Gets by him and out of the daylight. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 109 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. And that has to drive the coach crazy.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He gets away from 1. Pushes him aside at the 10. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready?
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Let's go now. Check, hurt.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Corey Trice there to make the stop.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. A play fake, now Cunningham. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. An option handoff given to Harris. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurt. 19 Lions. Go, Reed, go.
Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Street, Panther Street.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Kadarius Toney with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Pats go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Street.
They'll They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Richardson. Pass complete to Taylor. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Ready.
Richardson. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Seven Pirates. Ready.
Richardson to throw it. This will be caught at Samuel. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line.
Okay, great.
This is first and 10.
70 Lions. 60 Mavericks.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler. 18 Rap. 18 Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see.